In this video, I am going to talk about something so important and also have you walk away with understanding once and for all the difference between controlling needs versus boundaries. A lot of times, clients of ours ask us, Apollonia, how do I know that this is a boundary and I'm not controlling or being manipulated or being too aggressive? Well, you've come to the right video because I am going to define exactly what that is. Hi guys, my name is Apollonia Ponti. I am a dating, relationship, and life coach for men, not only to master their relationships, attraction, and dating lives, but in general overall in their life. And I've built an amazing community for you men. So please, if this is your first time visiting, I welcome you to subscribe and comment below and let me know what you think about this video, questions, comments, and concerns, and if this is your first time visiting my channel. Now, let's get into it. Now, the difference between both of these is what we need to really talk about. But remember, you can never really change another person, okay? You can't change a person's likes, wants, preferences, and needs, right? Not you can't do that. The person has to make the decision to do that because they see that it's better for them or because they want to do this, right? So or if they have to. So you have to remember that you have to also trust your gut when we're dating and when we're in relationships because trust is a gift, right? Kindness is a gift. Compassion is a gift. Your time is a gift. What else? Letting someone be a guest in your life or in a relationship is a gift. Okay? Inviting someone to be a guest in your life is not a weakness when things don't work out. This is so important because what they choose to do from there is up to them, not up to you. A lot of times we as humans, we get so mad at ourselves. How did I let this person in my life? I can't believe it, blah, blah, blah. But the way they treated you is up to them. And that's why boundaries are so important because it doesn't mean that people are not going to mistreat you, but it gives you redirection to say this person's out of my life or I need to have a conversation to see if there's a compromise where we can both grow together, either relationships, friendships, working relationships, whatever the case may be, okay? And so whether they return the invitation is up to them as you will be able to place boundaries to guide this person on how they should show up with you. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I want to go over the most common question. How does a person assert a boundary, first and foremost, without actually being controlling? Okay, so number one is you have to understand that being controlled is an attempt, okay? An attempt to another person to alter the other person's basically individual behavior, to alter their behavior to your liking. Okay. It's about them basically. That is being controlling. That is an attempt of being controlling. Let me repeat. It is attempt to alter somebody else's behavior, the person's individual behavior to your liking. It's about them. And hold on, we're going to get more into this to even get more descriptive. Okay, so then when it comes to altering someone's behavior, that's one part of where we're controlling, this is coming from a controlling need. Now let's talk about a boundary, number two. Number two, a boundary is meant to keep you safe, right? It's meant to keep you secure. It's meant to keep you guided. It's meant to keep you in your lane. It is a non-negotiable because it is about you, right? Typically, it's a non-negotiable because it's about you. So let's clarify now back to number one, what I was talking about, the controlling need. Now we're talking about two things in this video, the controlling needs and the boundaries, the difference and how to understand them so you can articulate your boundary correctly and understand the difference between the two when they show up in your life and how to control the controlling need for yourself and actually come forward with the right boundaries for your relationships. Now, number one, we're going to clarify. This can come from the altering someone else's behavior and so on, can come from, which is called the controlling need, can come from insecurities, of not being managed internally, right? Your insecurities not being managed internally. It comes from expectations. You expect someone to be and show up a certain way, but yet they don't. That is your sign, right? And also you having a wall up at times and thinking that if you that you are weak if you let someone disappoint you, right? That you're taking on it internally and saying, if this person disappoints me, this means that I'm weak. So what you will do is you'll alter their behavior because their disappointment is attached to you, right? If they disappoint me, I expect them to show up this way. And if they disappoint me, then I'm going to tell them that this behavior needs to change because they need to do better, right? But now you're controlling that other person. And this is just lightly, I'm talking about it, right? It's a given any given situation. There's more to it. But this is because to some degree you carried that on for yourself, right? With thinking that you're weak if someone disappoints you, right? Only person that can disappoint you really in the beginning stages too, you can get disappointed by other people, but it's about how you choose and what you do from there. But also, if we continue down these patterns, we'll continue to disappoint ourselves, right? And so the fact is that you can only disappoint if you really let someone in, right? You can only be disappointed if you really let someone in. For example, you're in a relationship for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and someone shows you a behavior that has changed within them. Obviously, you're going to be disappointed, but you have boundaries that you can readjust to and realign to find guidance in. So boundaries are not threats. Let me clarify. Boundaries are not threats. Boundaries are not telling someone they must change. Boundaries are not trying to alter someone's behavior. Boundaries are simply just showcasing what you need from someone, what your belief system is, what you value, and seeing if they can compromise, have a conversation to meet you in the middle. So now let's clarify number 2, which is a boundary. A boundary helps you navigate the way for you to treat yourself and along with others, and only the person that is actually setting this boundary knows the true nature of their intentions, right? So if you are one to contemplate basically a boundary, I want you to ask yourself these following questions, okay? Am I asking what I need in a clear, direct manner with this person? Am I asking what I need from a clear, direct manner? Then the next question will be, will doing this ultimately make the relationship better for me and her, or vice versa, and provide a safe space for the both of us? The next question you want to ask yourself when imploding a boundary is, if you're having trouble doing this, is this coming from a place of self-awareness, or is it coming with calm and grounded energy, or is it coming from a place of triggeredness, reactiveness, and heated moments that I'm feeling inside of me, right? And then the next thing you're going to ask yourself is, if the other person respects this boundary, basically, will I get a sense of gratitude, and will I feel a greater energy, and will we find a common ground and a solution together, right? If you're able to ask these questions to yourself every once in a while you get used to imploding boundaries, you're going to know that you're doing the right things. Why? For example, let's ask yourself, is this coming from a place of self-awareness, calmness, and grounded energy? Or is it coming from a place of reactiveness, right? So there's a difference between someone not doing right and you reacting, or you just coming from a place of calmness. Let's just think about one. Let's say a woman lies to you, right? And you catch her in a lie. Well, obviously, this is probably a value of yours that you want to have trust, right? So instead, you take a moment. Instead, you're not going to just react when you find out, like, you were with this other person and blah, blah, blah. How dare you lie to me and blah, blah, blah. I will not tolerate this. This is BS and blah, blah, blah. And you're just going on a rant, right? So now we're not coming from a place of self-awareness, right? Instead, we need to have emotional integrity and emotional regulation to say and step back and say, am I grounded right now? No, I am heated as a mofo probably, right? So let me just chill out for a second. Let me get my bearings. Let me get all my ducks in a row. And then I'm going to talk to this woman. So finally, even if it takes a day, you call her up, she calls you up, whatever the case may be. You say, listen, I noticed some behaviors about you that I don't like, and I'm actually starting not to trust you because of X, Y, Z. One of my values are that I want trust within someone, and this is a huge boundary for me. And either you understand it and never cross it again, or we're just not probably compatible, right? There's a difference between that because now you're standing up in value and worth of yourself with integrity. The moment that you give someone those reactionary emotions, you see the difference? You gave them both emotions. Those two scenarios, you still gave emotion. The first one, though, you gave reactive emotions, uncontrollable emotions, meaning you controlled my emotion. You understand? I hope so. Now, if any of these answers, for example, on these questions that I asked you are no, then you're probably not asking what you need, right? What is it that you need? You're only telling them what to do. Boundaries are not to tell someone what to do. Boundaries are to give the option because you know that this is what you need, and you give the option to them to discuss with you, to reach a common ground, or you give the option to them to either recognize it or not. Because someone that knows their work doesn't have to prove to someone to show up with in life with them. They just have to analyze the people around them to see if they're able to walk, right? And the other day I was coaching one of my clients, and I just remember explaining this to him. Remember, when you're dating, think of it like this. This is your road. And a boundary is basically which way are you going? Your life is going to the left, right? I mean, maybe to the right. Let's just say right because it's a better common term. Let's just say your life is going to the right. You're headed towards your goals. You want to build something, want to do something. And over here to the left is a different path and it doesn't look too good, right? And so what you're doing, your boundaries, is you're walking on the path that's your destiny. And the woman is either going to walk with you on the right path, or she's walking here and you say, that's not going to work out for me. And either she has a choice to continue walking to the left path, or she has a choice to bring it back and come with you. So you guys have common grounds and you can walk together, right? Boundaries are the way to basically coach your relationship. Values are your bottom line, your non-negotiables. Boundaries are your redirection, and standards are the things that you need first and foremost that you see. I describe it like this. Think of a vehicle. Standards are your headlights. Boundaries are your GPS, your navigation system, and values are your engine, right? You have to protect your engine. Your boundaries are going to tell you, do I go right or left? Am I going to make a wrong turn or not? Am I going to protect my engine from going up a hill or a mountain going down, whatever, and water or whatever? And your headlights are to see what's in front of you, right? Your standards. And so this is how I break these things down for my men in my coaching programs, in my membership programs, and we actually do this, right? So remember, a boundary does not mean that you are supposed to negate what you want or feel, right? You have to be opinionated and speak up from time to time and know those times to do so. You know, times where we feel like we are in needs of or implementing controlling needs will be times that we feel defensive, times that we feel impulsive, times that we feel heated, or it feels like it's self-righteous or like you have to win at something. That is a controlling need. And when you comply that you're settling and setting a boundary, then you're engaging in manipulation at the same time when it comes from this place. So many people are coming from defensiveness, are coming from I have to win, impulsiveness, are coming from heated moments, and feeling like self-righteousness has to be done right here, and I have to win, and you have to comply. If you're coming from this and then saying it's a boundary, it's actually not. You're engaging in manipulation. So not someone has to do something in order for you to feel better. No, it's about understanding what you need. And the only person that can make you feel better is by you guiding by your boundaries and how I delivered the message between coming from a calm, grounded, complacent place as well. Am I being clear? Am I being direct? Am I grounded? Do I have the right energy around this? Do I have enough self-awareness to figure out what it is that I need? So if you want help in regards to setting boundaries, being more assertive, and communicating better, I want you to become part of our membership program. Membership program, we go into depth about this. We go into depth about a lot more as well in our membership program. You get weekly coaching. It's all at a very low price where you can have me weekly on Zoom calls with me and so much more. You can check it out here on the bottom and the links below, but it's an amazing community of so many men that love this community. And you have 5 exclusive programs for free at a very low price, a private Facebook community, ongoing coaching sessions, and It's pretty amazing. So go ahead and check that out as well. And if this is your first time visiting, I welcome you to click that subscribe button and tell me about what you thought about this video. I hope this helped you understand the difference between controlling needs and boundaries. If you have any questions, please comment below and I'll try to do my best to answer them as well. And also too, if you want to get better, I have a free ebook. It's called my 7 Common Mistake ebook that men make when attracting women. You can download that right here for free. And also stay here a little bit longer and watch the next video here. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.